Good morning and welcome back to Jodi Lewis Creations. I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for joining me. We are still in the throes of Crafty Christmas in July 2023. And I want to apologize to Teri that in the former videos I didn't remember to mention the giveaway that she's having through Sweet Pea Papers. So definitely make sure you go check that out. The other videos I actually filmed, most of the other videos that are posted, I filmed before July 1st, but now today's July, 5th? And so we are in the midst of the Crafty Christmas in July. So go check out Teri's Facebook group, Sweet Pea Papers, and make sure that you enter for the giveaways. You can post in the group with the hashtag Crafty Christmas in July 2023 for an entry. If you're following along, if you're making a project for Christmas in July, make sure you share with the group. Also remember that Lisa's Paper, Lace, and Bling is in her Etsy. If you purchase more than $15, she's including a free yard of lace. And if it's over $35, she is doing free shipping. And if you do order from her, please make sure that you mention that I sent you, because she's also doing something for the creators that are participating at the end of the month. So basically, the person who gets the most mentions gets a prize, basically. So I am one of the smaller channels doing it. So am I hopeful that I'll win? Not really, but I do want you to go check out her shop, because she does have some really cool stuff in there. Trying not to shop. You guys know I'm trying not to shop. However, free yard of lace with a $15 purchase is pretty awesome. So go check out her introduction video, and she actually shares the lace that is the bonus lace. Say that 3 times real fast. I'm trying to connect dots in my brain today. So yesterday I finished stripping the wallpaper in that room across the hall, and my back is super not happy with me right now. So luckily I have a massage today. Hopefully she'll fix it. Okay, that's a lot of rambling and not doing anything. Yes, I have my big kick here, and there's a reason for that. However, let me back up. So Mark was in the attic this morning and he needed a lid because we're having a couple issues with this AC unit thing that we put in. So anyway, I grabbed a lid off of a bin that had some journals that I have made over the years. And I just wanted to share a couple things with you. Actually, this one, I love, love, love this one. This one I made, and it was the year that I did a study of Luke in the 25 Days of Christmas. And it was a really, really great study. And so a lot of this is my just daily, this is all wonky because of the shape of the tote that I had it in. I swear I didn't make it that way. Anyway, so this one just has a lot of notes and stuff in it. And this was some reindeer antlers Mark put on one of my packages that I just kept. I thought it was really cute. But anyway, so I just have notes. Like I made my mom some bowl cozies, and so I kept a scrap of fabric, something off a package from my grandkids, this super awesome pop-up card that my friend made. Then there's pattern in here. It was so fun just flipping through this, because this is the year that I finally conquered my fear of the quilt that I'd started for my granddaughter. And so like I have pictures in here of the stuff that I made. And where is it? I made them, I got them a book that was, I should have earmarked the page, so I'm just not random. Oh, here. I had bought the kids 'Twas the Night Before Christmas book, and so I hand drew these little patterns and I made them. So that's the quilt I made for Baylor. It was a stormtrooper panel and then just random like Star Wars fabric around the edge. Anyway, and then the kids, I made them each a little mouse for their 'Twas the Night Before Christmas story. So I just hand stitched all that for them and made a little sleeping bag for the mice. It was so much fun. And then my grandson, I crocheted him a monster. So it must have been, no, 18 is the year he was born. This was 2019. I did this. This journal was 2019. But anyway, it was a lot of fun just flipping through it. And so I guess my question is, Do you flip through old journals that you've made and, you know, think, oh, wow, oh, this is hilarious. This is the paper I'm using in this journal. Maybe I should just set this aside for some ideas, right? So anyway, just a lot of fun. And like I said, my notes on Luke, and it was a lot of study to do that in the month of December. But honestly, I think I might do it again. It was just a lot of good content in it. But this was a way for me to keep Christmas cards and notes and receipts, and just really made it an effort to journal every day that year, the days of Christmas. So that was a lot of fun. But anyway, so this kind of gave me a little bit of inspiration this morning, which, you know, is never a bad thing. And I don't have any idea where the rest of this fabric is, but wouldn't that fabric be super great with this? So I may have to go up in the attic and search for it, because when I was pulling pieces of fabric out for this project, I don't remember seeing it. Like a little strip of it, but I know I haven't used it all. Okay. So there's that note. So just, do you look back at old journals for inspiration? The second thing was, this was a journal, a little traveler's notebook I made for the summer that our middle son got married. And you know, you don't know what you don't know until you learn it. And then you're like, oh. So don't use sticky tape for pockets. See why? I've got this library card. It's like stuck in here. Or library card pocket, excuse me. And so things stick in your pockets. So that's why you don't ever see me using double-sided tape for pockets. Actually, I'm going to leave that out because I'm going to use it. Anyway, and so, yeah, it's just really interesting because I have learned so much since I made this. This was like one of the first journals I made. And so it's falling apart. It's definitely falling apart. Some of that may be because it's been up in the attic. I don't know. But anyway. But, you know, again, learning curve. We learn. So that's why I'm saying it's really important to learn about your glues and all of that and understand the best use for your glues. Okay. So, on that note, when I was digging through the Christmas journal, I have all these fun little tags that I had not used. So I pulled them out because the colors, again, work really well with what we're doing. So these are just going to go in our ephemera pile of things to use for this journal. Okay, so now that I have blabbed for 7.5 minutes, apologies, I wanted to talk about a couple of pieces. I've been sitting here and thinking, okay, what am I gonna do? And I have this little bird and he's so cute, and so I want to make a little pocket out of him. So what I was thinking is I wanted kind of like a short pocket that was like a tip-in on one of these pages. Tip in or out, doesn't really matter, does it? But I want to make sure that I have enough room for a tag to go in, sorry, and also enough room for it to attach. So this is kind of random. I'm thinking on the fly because this was a couple of days ago and I was like, oh, this is so cute. I just love this. So I think if I went 4 inches, that would be like no issue. I could even go 4.5, which would be what? 4.5, 4.5, that's 9 inches. So that would give me 3 inches for this bottom strip. Then I could still use it as a belly band or a tuck or something. So let's cut this at 9 and see where this goes, if I can work this out in my head. I did not pre-plan. I kind of, like I said, I thought about it the other day, but I've slept since then, you guys. Okay, so now we have this, which is going to be a lot of fun. I think I might have some trim like this, and I know I've got red buttons, so I have a plan for that. I do remember that plan. Okay, so now I want to score this at the 4.5, and I'm going 4.5 because I think that by the time I take up, you know, my space for my glue and everything, hopefully that will still leave me about 4 inches for a tag in here. Hopefully. Okay. So I need to rebend the arm on my phone and get you guys lifted up a little bit higher just because of the size of stuff that we're doing. Let's see. Hopefully I didn't shake you too much. Okay, so what did I say? 4.5. I gotta quit talking. I'll forget what I'm doing. Okay, so yeah, I got all the rest of the wallpaper stripped in there yesterday, and got one wall washed from the remnants of like where the glue paper part of the wallpaper didn't come off. Oh my gosh, I don't ever want to be stripping wallpaper again. But when this room is empty, I have to do this room. And oh, look at this fun trim. I got this at a thrift store in Arizona, and it's such a crazy color I almost didn't buy it, but it matches the line dot arrow kit absolutely perfectly. So I definitely am going to use that in here somewhere. Squirrel. I know, squirrel. Okay. So remember that your valleys make mountains when you do your scoring. So depending on which way you wanted it to be folded, just make sure you keep that in mind. Okay? So now what I want to determine is he going to be, I need to determine what page he's going to be on, because that's going to determine which way I cut him. Oh, love, love, love. I'm so excited about this project, you guys. Hey, I didn't really have a plan when I started. I know that drives some people crazy, and I do try to think about what I'm doing, but I think I want the bird to be like toward the outside. So where's the flip side of this? What is on that side? Holly and berries. I think that'll be fine. And so I don't think I want to go much further than that, right? And stick with me here. I'm thinking my way through this. So what I could do is do it this way, and then it would be like a page on this side. So then that would mean I do want it on this side. No. Oh my gosh, hang on. I confused myself. Oh my gosh, I'm a ding dong today. So I think in the last video I was struggling with the word hinging for putting these papers together like I did, but I called it hinging. I don't really know if that's what it's called or not, but if you do it and you see that you've got just little bits that are like, oh, I didn't get that glued very well, don't use that much glue. Just come in with, you know, your fine tip applicator and just get some glue squeezed in there and get it rubbed down. And it should stay for you, especially like using the art glitter glue. Anyway, so this little bird, I wishing he was on the other side of the page. That's my problem because of where I wanted to put him. But anyway, we're gonna make it work. So because this is pretty good, oh my gosh, I need my glasses on. Hot mess today, guys, hot mess. All right, because he's on this side of the page, I want him here. What I was thinking about doing was just folding this and having it like a double in the, like so in the signature. So like he could be like a page on this side, and then this would be folded and wrapped around, and then we'd have a smaller pocket on that side. Do I want to do that still? I think that actually looks really cute and gives us some different shapes in here. But that's going to be a lot of bulk in my spine, so we're going to go back to no. But my size-wise, I want to mark this. Now that's going to be in, I'm going to just come over here, and I want to mark the edge of this. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I'm going to leave a little bit longer so that we can make our little tippy thing. Oh, but if I have the tag in there, change of plans again. I like him on the red because it brings out the red in his wing. So I think I'm just gonna cut him down and be a pocket or a belly band. And because this is kind of lightweight paper, it'll help give some structure to that paper. So now that I've cut that like that, I'm gonna cut it again because I think that would be really pretty on there. Well, that was like a plan that went by the wayside as soon as I began, but that's okay. That's part of the creative process, and that is, I try to be real with you guys and actually share the real stuff. I mean, it doesn't do any good if I act like I'm perfect, because believe me, if you knew me in real life, you'd be like, you are a mess, lady. So my pages are what, 7.5 inches. So I think I'm just gonna make this, and I'm gonna go 7.25. Okay. That's good, but that leaves me cute pieces to work with. All right. And I'm just gonna clip this here because I wanna take some glacier paste to the snow and my, let's see, my gold jelly roll pen. You know, you don't have to just leave the pages as they are, as they come from, you know. And so we're just gonna, it's got like these little, where the bark is on the tree in the picture. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of gold to that just to kind of highlight and accent it. Doesn't have to be perfect. And it's just gonna add a little bit of sparkle to our pages. And I do have green glacier paste as well. So I'm gonna do white on the snow. I'll do just a little bit of green on that pine. That's gonna bring that out. And then his little, I think I might wanna actually stitch him. Let's stitch him. Let me get my embroidery floss. So I'm not gonna do this on screen because I think it would be tedious for you. Oh, if I could do a French knot on his eye, that would be epic. If being the operative word. Okay, but what I am going to share with you is wherever my little pokey tool is here. What I am going to share with you is I'm going to take my little pokey tool and I'm going to poke little holes because it will absolutely kill my hands to try to stitch. Oh my gosh, I need glasses. It'll hurt my hands really bad if I try to stitch just through that card because it's pretty substantial. We should have done this. Well, it's okay. So all I'm going to do, oh, I would get the pokey tool that's got the broken tip. Where is my other one? I got a really cool, maybe it's still in my tote from our trip. So I'm just going along and just putting little holes all along that edge to match this up. So I'm gonna, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just, well, I don't know what I'll do. I was just thinking if I like sped it up or set it to music, you could see it. Because you guys, I'm not very good at embroidery. So, I mean, I'm not the person to learn from, that's for sure. For sure. But, and I haven't done this on paper before. Well, I mean, I have, but not in any of my videos, I think. Oh, I think he's going to be cute. Okay. So embroidery floss comes 6 strands to a thing. And because this is so small, I think if I do 3, I still think that's going to be too heavy. So let me pull this and just kind of see what 2 would look like. Oh, look, thanks. Or maybe just 1. Oh, I think 1 will be good. Oh, this stuff. Sometimes. Usually I have to stick it in my mouth on one end and then I untwine it with the other. Oh, there it goes. Okay. And then we need a needle. What did I do with my needles? I'll be back. Oh my gosh, I thought I was filming that the whole time and I was trying to stay under and on screen and everything, but oh well, it's okay. So I have a little bit of a hot mess here, but it's okay. It is, the bird is outlined and you can kind of see, you know, I should have poked a little bit of a bigger hole through him because now I've got the white paper core is showing, but I'm just gonna kind of take my ink dauber over that and just touch it up just a little bit like that. And then there where I got off just a little, because it's oxide, I should be able to just gently, there, wipe that off. So cute, he's so cute. But I have to get a knot put in his eye. And so I will do that with the 2 threads to make it a little bit of a bigger, yep, what do you call it? Knot. I know, I'm crazy, you guys. I am crazy. I'm just really tired today. So things just are not functioning like they should, especially the old brain. So I have embroidery needles in my embroidery box down there, but I don't want to get down on the floor to get the box out to get them out, because I don't know that I could get back up, and Mark's not home right now. So I'm going to do a knot in his eye, and I'll be back. Well, he's not perfect, not by a long shot, and I won't be trying to film that again, but he has a little French knot for an eye. Hopefully, I don't know, can you see that? And then he's got his little stitched edge, and I did have to inking I knew better than to do that with the needle that I was using. My needle was too big, and pulled the thread through, so I had to kind of repair his eye. So I used the medical tape on the back, but I think he'll be cute. And after a couple days, maybe it won't notice. Right, you guys know I'll notice, but that's okay. So, but he's stitched. So now what I'll do is get my glacier paste and put some glacier paste on him. And I kind of want to do something on his wing, but I don't know what, to give that some dimension. I am going to leave my embroidery floss out because there are a couple pages that I actually do want to do some stitching on. But I don't know. That's not going to be this video because we're already at, I don't know, 20-some minutes at this point. So, okay, so I will get the glacier paste on him and set him aside to dry. And that had nothing to do with where I was going with this video. So this is what happens. You know, I just go with whatever. I don't say, this is my diehard plan, I'm sticking with it, I have to stick with it, because it's just not how things work for me. And I know I keep saying that, and you guys have been really, should I put a thumb notch in the top of that? I don't think I want to. I mean, you guys have been amazing with comments like, you know, with, you know, you don't mass make either. And well, Teri said that I was spontaneous and she never knew where my videos were going to go. And she's super organized and concise in hers, which I appreciate. It's just not what happens with me. It's just not. Okay, so let me get my glacier paste. I think all we're going to manage to get done in this video is this one piece, and I was not my intent. Yes, I do still want those stamps for reference of when I'm filming. Just got a text message. So, hey, but I'm answering super quick. But anyway, I don't think that, I'm going to get the other piece made. I had my big kick out because I'm going to cut a couple pieces for something that I kind of saw an idea on and I want to try. I better do this on something else at the speed I'm going today. So I did take some medication for my back. It's probably a little bit why I'm kind of goofy today. So I do apologize. It's got me kind of loosey-goosey, but I couldn't not take it today. I really overdid. It's the, you know, I get up on the ladder and in the angle and stuff that I end up having to bend and stretch and stuff to get the wallpaper off. It really just really hurt. And I had that injection in my joint the other day, and I don't know, I don't think that it did what it was supposed to do. So that's frustrating. However, I'm grateful that my back's been a lot better. Oh, that looks so pretty. It's like glistening snow. And then I'll do the green just on the tips. Oh, well, that's good. Just put it on a good piece of paper. Just on the tips of the branches here to be kind of just glistening also. Just to make those stand out a little more. If you want to give yourself a glittery manicure, just stick your finger in this. It's really hard to get it washed off. Okay, and I don't want a lot. I'm going to kind of try to just lightly brush it so it's just kind of just barely on there, except for that and had a goober. Okay. So the text message is that I guess Dollar Tree has these really cute little bee stamps, and I haven't been able to find them. And so she must be in a Dollar Tree right now because she said that she found some. Did I still want them? And I said, yes, please. So Not that I need more stamps, because now I'm trying not to shop, but I did buy some, sorry, the other day. It hasn't arrived yet. It's beaded and like, I don't even know, it's supposed to be really, looks like it'll be really pretty. So we'll see when it gets here if it's as pretty as I hope it is. Because I do have my Christmas project that I have to work on, not Christmas in July, my Christmas swap with my friends, and I know what so I mentioned the other day, I don't know how much of that I'll be able to film due to the nature of it, because it's like vaudeville, burlesque, pinup girl, and so I don't know yet where I'm gonna go with it, and I once I have a plan, maybe I'll share. But I don't know that I will share everything, because those of us who are participating don't mind if, you know, the girls are topless or whatever. We just want to really pay homage to that era. And so I wouldn't want to offend anybody with images like that. I think that is going to be really pretty on that page. And because I haven't done all my gluing and everything on my actual pages, I'm just going to paper clip this on here, so then we know it goes there. And I need to look at the trim that Lisa sent in our goodie bag, because I think maybe something along here would be super pretty. But I like him. I think he's really cute. I like him a lot. I'm wondering if I should just do a little bit of gold around his wing, but I don't want to take away from that stitching. So I'm going to leave that right now. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let that dry. And then I'm just going to set this aside. I'm going to finish this video, but then I'm going to come right back and film a second video before I have to leave. What time is it? 11:30. Yeah, I should have time. Okay, so thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. If you don't have something like glacier paste, but you do have glittery paint, you most certainly could do that. You could use stickles and just do it on a mat on the side and kind of get the majority of it off and just kind of get that glittery effect. So that would be an option if you don't have the glacier paste. Trying to think what else you might be able to use. I'm thinking that's probably it for getting that glittery effect. Or if you just have glitter and glue, you could just do a little bit of glitter and glue on there as well. So those are some alternatives to the glacier paste that you can use. If you don't want to stitch on your paper, but you kind of like the effect, you can just faux stitch, take your pen around and just make little stitch marks, just all around. And then you could get the faux stitching effect as well. But I just thought it would be kind of fun on the bird to give him a little bit of dimension. So those are some alternatives. So if you have any questions about the alternatives to things, is not only in this video, but in other videos as well, if you're like, so-and-so used a particular product and I don't have that, what is something I could use in it as an alternative? Just ask, I'll try to help you if I can. So, okay guys, well have a great day. I will see you in the next video. Bye.